Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with another United Daily Live, and I'm thinking of making these a more regular thing again, especially with the summer on the horizon. We know there's loads of transfer news and news headlines breaking at around this time every single evening. So we'll be going live a lot throughout the summer and from the end of the season. And with two games remaining, we've got Wolves away from home in the Premier League, looking to end the season with hopefully a win going into that final. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be looking to rest a few players in that game, but nevertheless, we want to be winning, maintaining that away form, and of course, ending the season on a high, and going into that final where hopefully we can get a win in a final, some silverware under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and enter the new season and the pre-season with high hopes, with positivity, with good vibes. At the moment, we've had three defeats at home, two defeats and one draw. It's felt like three defeats because of the fact that we had fans inside the ground for the first time in a long time. We went 1-0 up. We were playing the already relegated Fulham and we managed to drop points. But we've dropped points in the last three games at home, defeats against Leicester and Liverpool, which have given Liverpool basically Champions League football now. But we want to end it on a high with a trophy. And second place, Europa League in the bag, hopefully, if we can win that final, would represent, I think, our best season since Sir Alex Ferguson left. I know we've won an FA Cup, and I regard the FA Cup higher than the Europa League, but nevertheless, you can give or take in that regard. I know we won the Europa League and the League Cup in one season, but the Europa League in second place. In that season when we won the Europa League and the League Cup, we tossed the league campaign off early doors and we finished outside the top four. So winning the Europa League then was our only hope of Champions League football. So this season, I think, if we got that trophy, would be our best season since Sir Alex Ferguson left. Obviously, even like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said to the crowd after the game against Fulham the other day, second isn't success. It's progress, yes, but it's not success. And this summer we have to back the manager. We have to get the right players in, and we have to get the right signings in order to make us challengers and potential winners of the league. We'll be looking at rumours linking Manchester United to Raphael Varane, to Danny Ings, to Harry Kane. We'll be talking about Anthony Martial's fitness ahead of the Europa League final. And of course, Joel Glazer is to attend virtually a fans forum, and this will be the first time he's probably ever been in discussion with the fans off the top of my head. What that means, who really knows? It's probably just a token gesture, but nevertheless, that is going to go ahead. So we've been looking at all of that. We'll have some quotes from Edinson Cavani as well, as Edinson Cavani speaks after that amazing goal. What a goal. Obviously, Bruno's goal against Everton, which was a draw as well, funnily enough, at home, dropped points at home, got goal of the season. For me, that Cavani one probably eclipses it, but the award's already been handed out. And with the Europa League final to come, it's weird to hand it out already, but I get why they do it early and all that stuff. But anyway, let's get stuck into some of these transfer rumours. Make sure you're hitting that like button, you're commenting, you're sharing, you're subscribing as well to AdamMcKola TV. As I said, we're going to have loads more content coming your way. United Daily Lives will probably end up being more or less daily from now to the end of the summer and the start of the new season. And of course, we'll have loads of new content coming your way as well. So make sure you're keeping it locked by hitting that subscribe button and liking the video. I can see AKA's watching from Kenya. Can see Jason in the comments, Shahal in the comments, Nigel, BMW Racing, Amar, David, Nicholas Boyle, who's watching from Dublin, Sadiq Mia as well in the comments, and David, who's speaking about the £80 million bid from Chelsea reportedly for Jadon Sancho. I'm quietly confident we can get Jadon Sancho this summer, although I was last summer and we saw how that turned out. Anyway, let's get into some of the headlines. We'll start off with Harry Kane. Now, you heard my thoughts on this in the video we've done already. I don't think we're signing Harry Kane, but we're always going to be linked with the biggest players about. Harry Kane is the best striker in the world, if not the one of at least top 3, top 2. with Robert Lewandowski. Harry Kane's an incredible player. But we heard today from the Times that Manchester City are keen on Harry Kane, and they would be his first choice over Manchester United. He would welcome the opportunity to work with Pep Guardiola, but he is also attracted by the idea of returning United to their title-winning ways. The Times also say Solskjaer is an admirer of Harry Kane, but it is unclear whether MUFC's board would sanction a serious offer for another striker when their primary objective is to strengthen the right wing with Jadon Sancho the top target. And in the video we did with Stretford Paddock and Joe, and I think Andy was on the video as well. In the video we did there, I said, I think we should focus on the positions that we need more, because we could get led down the path with Harry Kane and not even end up signing him. You know what I mean? So there's still a bit of a risk there, and we need a right winger. We need a defensive-minded midfielder. We need a centre back. We need to get those positions sorted. Cavani's staying, unless we're going to sell Anthony Martial or something like that, which I can't see happening. I don't see us targeting Harry Kane as one of our prime targets, and the money that Daniel Levy would want for him, you're looking 120 million plus, 100 million minimum if it causes a fuss. I can't see us looking to do that, especially if we want to fill those other positions. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. David thinks he's going to City. I can see Kane going to City. We need other areas first, says Nigel. BMW Racing says can't see us getting Kane. Richard Marks watching from Paris. Steve from Scunthorpe. Sahil from South Africa. Twinned Horizon from Puerto Rico. What's my favourite nanny moment? Says Jack. There's loads. I remember his first goal. I think it was his first goal anyway, against Spurs in a 1-0 win at the start of the 08 season, when we had dropped points in the early games, and he scored a cracking goal against Spurs. He also had his performances against Arsenal, the kick-ups against Arsenal. One of the goals that I remember loving from the stands was his flick with the back heel against Bayern Munich. Obviously that ended badly. We got knocked out. But that was a fantastic goal. Incredible player was Nani. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Harry Kane. I don't think we're going to end up signing him or be seriously in there for him. And the Times are pretty much saying the same as well. There's also talk in the MEN about David De Gea starting for Manchester United in the Europa League final against Villarreal. Dean Henderson is likely to play against Wolves. Now, is this a goodbye to David De Gea, or is this David De Gea being our number one going into the new season? I would prefer it to be the latter. And I think Dean Henderson needs to be happy with a job share for the meantime, seriously, because I think it's too much of a risk for us to sell. Now, look, De Gea might be off. He might want to go back to Spain to be with his newborn and all those kind of things. That's cool. But if we've got the choice, which we've got him to a hefty contract, and there wouldn't be many teams looking to meet that, I would keep David De Gea. Get rid of Romero if you're going to get rid of someone. He's on a decent wage. Keep those two at least for another season. Next season, Dean Henderson, he's made his mistakes this year. I'm not going to say that's him done, because I think he's got great potential, and if things go to plan, he'll be our number one. But being our number one next season, when we're hoping to just improve the team in a couple of areas, and then I just think it's too much of a risk. And I wouldn't like to see us do that. BM Racing says De Gea was class against Fulham. David says De Gea needs to stay. Craig says he should stay. I really think we'll keep a hold of him as well, and not force him out of the club early, a year too early. Is set to start for Man United in the Europa League final, though, if you believe the reports in the MEN. An interesting stat from Man United is Edinson Cavani is the 25th different Manchester United player, scored 10 plus goals in a league season since 1992, since the Premier League started, which moves United one clear of Arsenal in the Premier League rankings. So we've had more players to hit 10 goals plus in the league, 25 players, and he was the 25th. Interesting stat. 10 goals for him though. Incredible form as well. We also hear from Sport Witness, record via Sport Witness, that Bruno Fernandes' agent, Michael Pino, is in Manchester. A review of Bruno's contract is one of the subjects that will be approached during Pino's meeting with United. United are willing to reward Bruno for his form this season. Talking about his form, look at this stat. Bruno Fernandes is the first Manchester United player to have 30 plus goal involvements in a Premier League season since Robin van Persie in 2012-13. That is incredible. Bruno Fernandes, Player of the Year as well. That stat came via United Report, so thank you to them. And so did the Cavani quotes as well. United Report, Manchester United via United Report. So, yeah, incredible stuff from Bruno Fernandes. And if anyone deserves a new contract, it is him. I imagine we might wait for the season to start or something, or get it wrapped up soon, because we'll be looking to get signings done in the summer, won't we? And it might be good for Bruno to wait as well. United will probably want to get it done early, actually, because if we're looking to make big signings, you don't want him to wait and then think, actually, I can wait to see what wages they get and then ask for more, because I've been here longer, I had great back-to-back Player of the Years, etc. But he no doubt deserves it. We'll be talking about Raphael Varane and Danny Ings shortly as well. Incredible, Danny Ings being linked with Manchester United. Let us know your thoughts on everything we're discussing so far. A centre-back needs to be first on that list this window, says Steve. I think a centre-back, right winger and a defensive midfielder are all equally as important. If you look in each position, we've got players that can play there, like right wing. You got Ahmad, you got Mason, DM, or in that position you got Fred, you got McTominay, you got Matic. In centre back you got Maguire, Lindelof, Bayek. You got all these players, but you've not got that one reliable player in each of those positions. Greenwood, yeah, fantastic talent, but he's going to be a striker. We need to play him in that position, rotate him in and out of right wing as well if we have to, but we need a proper player in each of those positions. I think if you strengthen those positions to where you buy first choice players in each of them, we can possibly win the league. Because where you look at where we've dropped points this season at home, so many points. And those are points that we could make up. Now you'd expect our away form might not be as good next season when there's fans back and everything, and it's difficult to keep up that kind of form, but our home form has to improve. And you look at where we've dropped some points, madness. So yeah, there you go. But Raphael Varane linked with a move to Manchester United. Now, if you saw that 3 signings to make United Premier League challengers or Premier League title winners that I did on here with Joe, we mentioned Raphael Varane a lot. And Fabrizio Romano has been speaking about him, saying Man United are waiting to see what happens with Raphael Varane's situation at Real Madrid, as well as Zinedine Zidane's, as it could be important to the player's future. They're saying Zidane's and Varane's future could be linked. Varane is the main name in United's list for a centre-back, says Fabrizio Romano. We also had reports from Spain earlier in today via Sport Witness, who shared those, saying Raphael Varane, it was his week of goodbyes, and he was saying goodbye to everyone at Real Madrid, which was interesting if it has gone that far. You know, we've been in similar situations before with Sergio Ramos, where we heard a lot of rumours which were linking Manchester United to signing him. Now this one seems a little bit more realistic for some reason. Real Madrid will want to raise funds. He's got a year left on his contract. He hasn't signed anything yet. It doesn't look like signing anything. But we also know Real Madrid haven't really got those funds to be able to make signings happen. Yes, they could raise 60, 70 million selling him, which I think would be a great price for a defender like that. But are they going to be able to replace him with that money, with someone as good? You know, it opens all sorts of different things in terms of replacing him. So are they going to be open to selling him is the first question. If he doesn't sign a contract, yes, but they might go all out with a new contract. I would love us to sign him though. That's for sure. Raphael Varane will be an elite signing. And then you go in with Raphael Varane, Maguire, which will probably be your starting 2. Well, yeah. And then you go with Lindelof, Bailly, Twanzebe back up. It's not bad at all, is it? It's not bad at all. So I would wow up for Raphael Varane. I think anybody in their right mind would be up for Raphael Varane joining their club. Maybe Paul Pogba can have a little say. I wonder if Paul Pogba signing a new contract could persuade Varane to come even more to Manchester United. Paul Pogba staying at the club, Bruno Fernandes signing a new deal. Those kind of things will make players want to play for Manchester United. Because when you have players like that in your team, you can beat anybody. That's for sure. Cheers for the comment, Christian. Thanks for getting involved. I am looking for my On This Day book because of the fact that we normally do On This Day. And I've found it, which is good. So we'll do On This Day. It's the 19th of May. We haven't done one of these in a long time. It was bookmarked there on January. So 19th of May. 19th of May 2012. David Beckham on board the gold-plated Airbus 319 lands in Cornwall with the Olympic flame. What's this got to do with United? Following a 4-hour flight from Greece, he is an attendant alongside organising committee chairman Sebastian Coe, Hugh Robertson, who's that, and Boris Johnson. Fucking hell. The torch is lit to begin a 70-day cross-country relay to end at the Olympic Stadium. That is the only On This Day for 19th of May. Wish I never bothered now. Brad says he loves On This Day. Bryce with the super chat says no Kane, Rice or Basuma, Varane or Koundé, and Sancho. Interesting. I think Sancho is someone that everybody wants. He's been linked with Chelsea today, as we've heard. I'm quietly confident we can get Jadon Sancho, to be fair. We have been linked, funnily enough, with Danny Ings by the Daily Telegraph. And they say United are looking at Southampton's Danny Ings as a target during the summer transfer window. United have made inquiries about Danny Ings' situation. He has 1 year left on his contract and there is an agreement following talks over an extension. For some reason, I don't feel like this is going to happen. If he's going to go anywhere, he's going to want to go somewhere where he's going to play regularly. I know he was linked with City as well, which obviously goes against that, because if he goes to City, he's not going to probably play every game. Could he go to Spurs, be a replacement for Harry Kane if Harry Kane leaves? That could be something that you could possibly see. Be a good move for him. Whether it be a good move for Spurs, replacing the best striker in the world, arguably, with Danny Ings, who, to be fair to him, would be a great striker to have on the bench for anybody. Coming off there, aerial presence, got a good first touch, eye for a goal, but he's not going to join Manchester United. I genuinely can't see this one happen. It wouldn't surprise me if this was part of his agent trying to just get some interest, smoke some interest out there. What better to get some interest? Putting Manchester United's name next to a player. But Danny Ings linked to Manchester United. Disciple of Ollie says, I don't know if Varane is as good in the Premier League as people will think. He's got to be better than what we have. Although that's not always a good reason to sign someone. Cheers, Gavin. Met you in Cardiff at the Milan pre-season. Oh, that was a good game, innit? Did it end in penalties? I think that it did. So they sell Varane to raise funds for Mbappe, says Sad. We're not getting Mbappe, though, are we? So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. And it makes sure that one of the English clubs don't get Mbappe, which isn't bad. Make sure you're hitting that like button, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Shahar wants to see Camavinga joining Manchester United as well. Obviously, a fantastic talent. Been linked with Real Madrid. Where Real Madrid are getting all this money for all these players that they're linked with, maybe from selling Varane, who knows. But again, there's not really been much interest there. Coleshill says, would you take Kane if it meant losing Pogba? I don't know about that one. It's an interesting one because you lose big part of your midfield, but you gain the best striker in the world. Can we have both? That'd be good. Some quotes from Edinson Cavani, who says, I feel good right now, full of desire to do well, keen to train hard, and yes, if I can, I'll be aiming to get better and keep improving, absolutely. Says, I think I'm in decent form and I feel fit and very good. I think there's always something that you can improve upon, always somewhere where you can improve or sharpen up even more to help you remain at the highest level. That's got to be a great man to have around the dressing room, isn't it? Especially around the younger players that we have in the dressing room. He added, I'm very happy and pleased to be a part of this club and to wear this shirt with pride. I'm one of football's hard workers and I'm here to give my very best right until the final minute of every game and until the final game I play for this club. Let's hope it's not too far away. Let's hope it is far away. We don't want to see him play this game, the final game for the club, anytime soon. Joseph says, would love to see Varane. Hope you're good. I'm all good. Thank you. Robert Wagner's in the house. Rafinha, snap him up, says David. Varane or Torres, says Ramil. I'd go Varane because he's more proven, and I feel like that's what we need. But there's been a lot of links with Pau Torres as well previously. Haven't seen anything now, although I haven't looked that hard for it. But we'll find some updates on that and see if we can bring those to you in another show on the channel. But make sure you're keeping it liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Thanks to all of you that have got involved today. If you're not watching live, or if you are watching live after we're finished here, go to the comments, not the live chat comments, go to the comments below and get your thoughts in, maybe your ratings on the Raphael Varane rumour, Danny Ings, Harry Kane, all that stuff. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, keep it locked. Plenty more coming your way. Until then, I've been AdamMcKola. You lot have been legends. Out of here.